What's up YouTube? Today we're going to do a mightily green lamb, mint, kale, spinach and courgette dinner for you, and with new potatoes. So we're getting a good essential fats, carbs, and of course the protein. Protein. So what we started off with is washing off our little spuds. They're all washed. We're going to chuck the hot water in them, get them boiling, so they're probably going to take the longest. And we're going to get the old lamb going and get all the veg going at the same time.
Not got anything special with the lamb, just nice simple diced lamb, cheap and cheerful, get the job done.
It was not cheap, it was £4.
It was not cheap.
It was £4.50, man.
Should have been dear.
Hey. Look at what this absolute mong has done.
It was so much fun, I didn't know. I just popped it like a packet of crisps. It's alright, we don't need that much anyway.
I really wish that was on film because honestly, throws it up and just goes bang. An air-filled bag. Pick it up, you little bitch.
It's like healthy confetti.
And then you have to pick it all up again in your hands.
Making pop to pop, not the bottom.
Can you even get unhealthy confetti? Okay guys, so the whole healthy confetti got cleaned up. Now what we're going to do is show you how to make all of this. So the potatoes go in one pot, just boil them, set them off straight away. And then your courgette, your kale and your spinach, just chuck it all in one. You're going to have to, like, if you prefer softer veg, you're going to have to let the courgette and the kale go first and then put the spinach in, because the spinach is going to be quite quick, it's just really thin and goes into that kind of shriveled, leafy,
Scrotum.
not scrotum thing. So just chuck it all in one pot, get that going, then get your lamb.
We're clean.
We're clean as well. The healthy confetti is clean up. We just had like a little it's like a vegan wedding.
I had a healthy explosion all over the floor. So we've gone for 350 grams of diced lamb each. We're on to half a kilo of kale each. And we've got about 100 grams of spinach left.
So about 50 grams each.
Yeah. Now these recipes that we're bringing you, not all of them are tried and tested. All of them are healthy, unless we say otherwise.
At least none of them are tried and tested, by the way.
Yeah, so this was just a case of we're hungry. We went into Asda and thought what would go well together. And we came up with this, so hope you enjoy it.
Okay guys, so there's some arguments on what kind of oils to use. So today we've got some super paleo vegan coconut oil infused with extra vegetarian milk. This actually has minus calories in it because you spend 5 calories in spraying, and you've really got to go for it. So,
Come on, one more rep.
I'm actually sweating doing this. Dropping water weight whilst we're doing it. There we go. So extra vegan coconut paleo infused with vegetarian milk. This is a calorie reducer. Makes it extra vegan, extra paleo, ensuring that all the meat in it gets removed, and now it's lamb without the meat. So vegans, you can have this. This is what this does.
In the making of this meal, it has only come from natural sources. None of these lambs, is that the plural of lamb?
Yes, it is.
Lambs? None of the baby sheep were hurt during this. None of them were force-fed steroids or anything like that.
We wish we were force-fed steroids.
Yeah. You need to be careful, because if you get lamb that isn't organic, then what can happen is the steroids that they feed the lambs gets passed on to you and you get accidentally jacked. And nobody wants to get accidentally jacked. Okay guys, so stevia.
He's damn pub, mate.
That's all stevia. That seems to get people going nowadays. You mention stevia and they think it's some kind of miracle recipe. So we're just drinking a couple of cups of stevia while we cook this food. and because of that, it means that our body fat percentage is going to drop by 3% within the next 16 hours. But only if we eat all our vegan food properly and, you know, milk some almonds and use them in our stevia.
Oh, but almonds don't have titties though.
I don't know, vegans seem to be able to milk them, so...
God. Is that what they do with coconut milk as well?
No, they just naturally lactate.
Ah.
Like, you know when they fall off the...
That's what I do as well, I naturally lactate. Sometimes I get a little wet patch just here.
Is that why you constantly have to wear things without sleeves?
Exactly,
so like the
mate.
breeze can dry out the lactate?
Yeah, like, I've got like a little irrigation pipe coming from here. We really need to check those potatoes as well.
Oh yeah, we probably should.
Alright guys, fond test of the potato. Here you go. Ah, it took me 0.5 seconds to get through that. It should only take 0.3. So we've got about, it needs to do another 0.2 seconds.
By the way, if you don't have a coffee whilst you're cooking, are you even cooking?
I'm going to chuck in the mint into the lamb, and therefore it makes us immune to CrossFit. Therefore we won't do any AMRAPs, any death pies, or any OMEMs. So you've got to ensure to get the mint in the lamb. Therefore, no CrossFit will be bestowed upon us.
This has to stop. There is too much mint in there. We don't need elastic bands in our food.
No.
However, if you do have an elastic band in your food, what it does is it helps your ligaments and everything become a lot more elasticated. And it also means that when you go to do squats, you can bounce out the bottom of your squat just a little bit better. It's like wearing straps, like wearing knee wraps.
It's called stretch reflex, so you know you get the bouncing and poof. Be sure to have a soft ceiling, because otherwise you might hit it. It's scary.
If you have too many elastic bands, you will go through the roof, so you need to be careful, okay?
Do you reckon we need more mint?
I see stems, I don't see leaves.
No, you're meant to put the stems in, mate. They help you go extra vegan.
Extra vegan? Do they help, like, you know when you break a callus and it bleeds? Does it help stem the bleed? Is that what the stem's for? Because it stems the bleed?
Oh, yes, go with that. we do have doctoral dissertations, by the way. We do know a lot about stuff and stuff.
We actually have quite a lot of knowledge, we just choose not to use it.
I thought this was us using our knowledge. I thought this was a serious video, Dad. Okay guys, so with the curly kale, it does improve your curl max by 3 kilos. If you get the straight curl, it will increase your straight bar curls by 3 kilos. Whatever your goals are, you have to adapt to your goals and your own training. Yeah. Be sure to get the right kind of kale. This way all the sewer vegans can get their fill. And now we have waterless vegan lamb. Spinach. Fond source of iron.
We're still upside down.
Well mate, it's because you blew it open upside down.
It was definitely worth it and I'd do it again. So, we started cooking, or done the majority of the cooking. We're boiling off our kale.
And courgette.
And courgette, the courgette's in there as well. And then we're also got our new potatoes on the go. And then our lamb, which we've just chucked the spinach in. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this kale with the courgette, and then once that's ready, we're going to strain it off, chuck it in the frying pan, give it a quick little fry, just to try and get them flavours coming out, and then we should be ready to go.
It's
Fingers crossed. It's quite hot in here.
Hang on a second. Hey Siri. Hey Siri.
Wait,
Hey Siri.
Siri's mugging you off.
Hold up a sec. Hey Siri. I think we need a bit more quiet time. Hey Siri. Hey Siri.
You're struggling there, ain't you?
What is the temperature? Oh, no, Siri's just not working. This is awkward.
I got this, mate. Okay, Google. What's the temperature?
Flashing.
It's 23 degrees in Totten right now.
23 degrees.
So was it?
Not as hot as we thought it was. Well, that's that one. So we've got the two different stages of our lamb going on. So we've got our lamb that's just come out of the packet here. Nice pink, fresh. And then what's happened, we got the second part. Once we've fried it, we then boil it. and it goes green because that's when you know all the veganism's coming out, and it's going to help you become the ultra superpowered vegan that you always wanted to be. So all joking aside, this is a genuinely nice healthy meal. Easy. It cost us, what, 2 people, about 12 quid, wasn't it?
Nice.
13 quid. The most expensive thing was the lamb. It was £4.50 per pack. And other than that, it took us 10 minutes to throw this together? 10, 15 minutes?
Oh yeah.
So as long as you've got the capability to boil some potatoes and fry some lamb.
And we barely have those capabilities.
And we barely have those capabilities or credentials. It will leave you with extra kale and spinach unless you explode your spinach all over the floor.
Okay, calories for our meal were 866 calories, 56 of those were carbs, 24 were fat, and 110 were protein. Amazing.
A lot of protein.
110 grams of protein and 800 calories. Obviously scale it down if you're on a lower calorie limit, lower macro limit, because that is a big meal. For us it's probably only about a third, a little bit lower than a third of our total calories, so. And then finish off with some watermelon.
Bit of pre-workout watermelon. Seeds as well, eat the seeds. Majority of the calories were coming from the potatoes and the lamb, and everything else is more sort of your micronutrient.
We're hitting a nap now?
Yep, I'm gonna get this down. I'm gonna go and burn off what we put on.
We're not. That doesn't
We're
work.
not. That's not the way. That's not the way your body works.
Abs training coming up. I did not. We took some 5150. We took some, what was the other one? It was 7-Up or 1-Up Nutrition or something like that, wasn't it?
Shadow.
Yeah, I meant the other one. But,
The one I just
Shadow.
Shadow. It was yeah,
Like a random,
little
you know,
thing that we got from
Body Power. We got like a little shot. The important thing is with pre-workout is you shouldn't rely on it. Like so many people rely on their workouts. Your workout should be 100% without the pre-workout. It should take you to 110%. If you're at 70 and it takes you to 90, then you need to look at your diet and nutrition to know why you haven't got that energy to work out. That pre should take you to another level instead of boosting you up to another level. Like when you haven't got the energy, if you're always relying on it for every workout. Because when you don't have it, that makes working out so hard. So if you haven't got energy without pre-workout, you need to look at your diet, nutrition, various other things. Make sure you're actually getting micros.
More importantly, if you don't have energy with pre-workout, then you need to think about cutting back on pre-workout, because you'll find people will start going by the recommended use, and then you start getting higher, adding more scoops and everything, thinking you're all big, and then and then what happens is you build up a tolerance. However, it's still affecting your body in the same way, so you'll find that you'll start getting a higher heart rate, maybe getting chest pains. I've had it myself. You just have to come off it for a couple of weeks, and then when you get back on, you go back to the regular recommended usage, and you feel the effects big time.
That's it. Normally, just try not to take caffeine throughout the day, and then just have like one caffeine supplement just before you start. Maybe a coffee. It could be an actual supplement. It could be anything, but you should feel good without that supplement. Supplements shouldn't like replace a decent diet. You should be able to have that energy without.
Not only does it give you that energy, but it's also a placebo effect. So you may find you come back from work, you're tired, and you'll sit down, you have no energy, and then you take that pre-workout, and get the fly, man, get the fly! And you'll find that it'll give you that little bit of energy,
Still there.
and change that mindset. So there's two, mate. There's two. One behind the camera, one on the left.
Hey, mate, come around here and help me.
I'm gonna get this. What's that?
Oh shit!
Died.
Come on, Dan. Have him.
Oh, I smeared that one on the window as well. We won. We were victorious. So that little bit of effort of taking that pre-workout will not only change it physically, but also change you mentally. And then you get in there, smash it out, feel crazy ass pump, and
Getting involved with the pump.
getting involved with the pump.
Well, it depends on what pre you take, really. Most pre's have caffeine in them. Some don't have beta-alanine, but they'll have something like L-arginine. Arginine, that's how you say it, one of the two. The L-arginine will increase the pump, but if you're doing something like HIIT training, anything like that, you don't want to pump. That restricts you. Having the blood full of blood,
Having the muscles full of blood.
that one is going to restrict you when you're doing movements. So something like CrossFit, HIIT training, anything like that, it's going to restrict you when you're doing it. So go for something like beta-alanine, something with a lactic acid buffer, with more caffeine, more energizing thing, guarine, and various things like that. But if you're bodybuilding, want to go for a pump, L-arginine. I can't say it.
Hang on, you mouth it, I'll say it. So if you're going to use L-arginine, you really screwed up, didn't you?
Fuck it. Yeah, you're going to be looking for so just check out what's in it. Just because there's some jacked ass guy on the like the tin, don't buy it because he didn't get there because of this pre-workout. Just like protein supplement, you don't get there because of the protein supplement. Just because they have jacked guys advertising it, they got there because of training hard and a decent diet. Don't rely on supplements. Also, protein is a serious buzzword right now.
Massive buzzword.
I went into Primark, it must have been a few months ago now, and they had protein balls, and the protein was 3 grams of protein, but it had like 20 grams of fat and 20 grams of carbs. It wasn't a protein ball, it was a fucking fat ball. Fatty carb ball. And nobody wants a fat.
No one wants fatty balls.
So just watch out for the buzzwords. Also, like protein Weetabix, only has about 2 grams more protein per 2 bisques.
And then the sugar's higher because they've had to make it sweeter because of the protein that they've put in. So we've made an absolutely rookie error. Absolute rookie error, absolutely. And
Horrendous.
we drank the pre-workout before we left my house. Forgot that the gym is about, what, 15 minutes away in the car?
20 minutes to 25 minutes.
And if there's traffic, then we're absolutely screwed. So
the pre is already here. Like my face is tingling like fuck.
we are approximately half a mile from my house. And I'm ready to train now.
Hey, how you doing? I haven't seen you around. Your mouth is moving, superficial sound. Let's get together, act like we care for a while. It's been forever, I don't really mind. Think staring faces, I make it to fake it when I'm hanging with my imaginary friends. All we ever do is smile and play pretend. Nothing to myself. 'Cause every time I think that it's different, you come around just working the same shit. Like you sound my thoughts. I think staring faces. I make it to fake it when I'm hanging with my imaginary friends. All we have to do is smile and fake pretend. Nothing to give, nothing to
Focus here, you can get that power round. Maximal effort on that way round. Engage those abs as hard as you can. Keep it tight, keep it strong. Right, straight back in. Partner workout, no rest, straight in.
Good. If you can't get those toes up, just bring the knees. Good. So you see a constant engagement in the core. Back isn't allowed to arch. If you let that back arch, it causes a lot of stress in the lower spine. Smile, Matt. Look at him, ditching me to go to the toilet. He's trying to dodge his sets. Get into it, last set, come on. So as you're doing all these exercises, you'll naturally find that one side is a lot weaker than the other. That's normal. You should have muscle imbalances because it's just the way that we're made. What you'll find is it's because during your day-to-day life you have to carry something in. You'll naturally have a stronger side, so we use that side all the time, and that means that it's going to be more developed and stronger. So up here, you'll see as we're doing the walking engagements, you'll see that my left-hand side, my arm will be shaking all over the place. My right one will be sturdy, just because, like I said, you've got those imbalances. Same again with the wood chops here. Perfect though. Work on it.
On those ones, you've got to imagine rib cage down to hips, squeeze those abs, and lower back driven into the floor, elbows down to knees, force that squeeze.
This hurts a lot. killed off. Couldn't even do half sits at the end to try and burn out. There's just no engagement whatsoever.
Already burnt out.
So now it's back home, shower, change, cheesecake. You know, cheesecake, and then we're going to try and edit. Try. So what you've seen so far is our amazing editing skills, because there's nothing better than our editing skills. We'll catch you back at home.
So guys, that is abs finished. On the way here, focus, like fucking get there! And now it's sort of very
Anticlimactic.
Yes. Might even fall asleep behind the wheel. When you're doing abs, especially when you're doing lower abs, you feel it a lot like it's in your hip flexors and in your hips and in your legs. But what happens is when those abs start tightening up, then your abs attach into the same insertion as your psoas major, which then causes that psoas, which is your hip flexor, to tighten up as well. You're not like, you will use your hip flexors, but it is abs engaging, so don't worry about it. Just make sure you stretch off the abs and the hips after.
Just fatigue.
Just fatigue.
You're feeling the fatigue. That's French for fatigue.
So in England right now it's 24 degrees and it still feels too hot.
It might have something to do with the fact that we're in a car after training and our body temperature is absolutely fried.
It's still hot.
But
the tan lines are still nutty. It's actually annoying me. I can see it in
I believe you meant natty. You have natty tan lines.
Natty tan lines. Always for forever natty.
Natty for life. I feel like on the way back, every traffic light is against us.
It literally is.
I literally just want to get back, shower, and eat
cheesecake.
If you don't eat cheesecake, did you even have cheesecake?
No. No, you didn't.
Well then.
That is the answer to that.
So on the way here, the roads were jammed. We hit every bit of traffic we could think of, and now it is just dead. No traffic.
I hate humans.
Just traffic lights.
And
Lots of traffic lights. So if any of you watch other YouTube videos, you may have seen a couple of my mates climbing cranes. One particular was James Kingston, and then my mate Danny Morgan went up and done another crane, well the same crane, and that was this one up here. And at the top of this crane, he found the, I think it was a garage CD, maybe, left by James. So go check out them videos. They're pretty decent. Just look them up. Worth a look.
Alright guys, thank you for making it all the way through the video. It was a long one today.
Very long.
30 minutes, but proud of you for making it all the way through. We're going to aim to make them a lot shorter, but this first one we wanted to get everything we're kind of aiming to do. So the first section is going to be that sort of food. We're going to do separate food ones, and then the middle section we're going to be, giving you knowledge about supplements, training, stuff like that.
From our own different perspectives as well.
Exactly.
We have different styles of training.
Massive. And the last bit obviously was training. We're going to do trainer videos, sick edits, sick angles and all that, and then
Attempted sick edits.
And also drop knowledge bombs for you guys during the workout, so you know exactly what we're doing and why we're doing it, and so you can understand how to do it yourself. We're going to add in regressions, progressions, but this one we're just trying to make quick so you guys can get and understand what we're about.
So if you've actually made it this far, and as we said, congratulations, and it would be great if you could subscribe for this so that you can see our other upcoming videos. Obviously they won't be as long. We're going to try to keep them about, what, 10-15 minutes?
Something like that, yeah.
So that, and keep them to point. Yeah. Follow us on Instagram, subscribe, get some likes on this video, and then we'll go from there.
All the links are going to be in the descriptions. Also, if you are a vegan, CrossFit, paleo, vegetarian, any other form of anything that we have discriminated against, we did not mean it in any sense.
It was jesting. We were just joking.
You can make bodybuilding.
And if you made it past the cooking bit, being a vegan, paleo, keto, or anything like that, then well played for you, and you've earned our respect. Yeah. So even though we joke a lot, and we will give you a load of absolutely nonsense answers and stuff like that. If you have any questions, feel free to ask us, and we will give you honest answers. And obviously, after all the joking, that we do try and give you the serious facts and the bits that will actually help you out, because we aren't just here to, well, we are here to make absolute prats of ourselves.
Last thing I wanted to point out, we are not going to make our YouTube channel monetary, monetize. We're not going to monetize it straight away. What we're going to do is going to build a following. We're going to get
good content out, no adverts, hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
We're going to get the best videos to you guys because we're just passionate about fitness, lifestyle, giving you great content. Later on, when we build a bit of a following, we might add in some, like, make it monetized so we can invest more heavily into the videos and make them better quality for you. But there's something for the future, definitely.
Yeah, anything we do get from this will be reinvested back into it.
We both have full-time jobs, so
Yeah.
it's not like we're trying to make money off of this. This is just dropping content for you guys.
Yeah, we're going to try and keep them regular videos, sort of, what, one a week minimum. Try and get a couple more out if we can.